everyone. We've got a couple minutes till we get started. Today we are making sidewalk chalk paint. Just a lot of fun, great thing, and I'm so glad that you guys can join us today. If you cannot tune in live, this video will be saved and shared on our Facebook. It'll also be shared on our Instagram as well. Okay. So hopefully you have a chance to tune in and make some sidewalk chalk paint. In just a minute, I will go over the ingredients that you're going to need to make your sidewalk chalk paint. They're pretty basic things you probably have already at home. Okay. I do have the list of ingredients in our Facebook discussion too. So they're always there for you to refer back to if you're making this another day. Okay. So to make our sidewalk chalk paint, you need a couple basic things. Okay. And I'll give you a minute to grab those if you don't already have those available. Okay. One is cornstarch. Another is baking soda. And food coloring. Those are the three basic ingredients. It's also good to have something to store your paint in. I'm using an egg carton. You could also use a muffin tin, and that would come in handy. The good thing about this sidewalk chalk paint is because it's just food coloring, it shouldn't stain too much. You can also make the colors a little lighter if you are a little more worried about that. All right, so I said we're making the sidewalk chalk paint for people that have just joined us. Okay, it's a simple, easy recipe with things you have at home. Okay. I'm using these straws mainly for stirring purposes because I don't want to get a ton of spoons dirty. Okay, we use one for each different color as we make our sidewalk chalk paint. Okay. So we will give people a minute to get their ingredients together. Like I said, cornstarch, baking soda, food coloring, and a cup of water. Pretty quick and easy to make, and something that'll keep the kids busy outside for a little while. All right. So let's see. First, we are going to measure out our cornstarch. Okay. We're going to need a cup and a half, which I have pre-measured in this lovely little mixing bowl. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys put in your cornstarch. This can be a little messy, so you're gonna wanna make sure that you're in an area that you don't care if it gets messy, or put down some newspaper or a tablecloth. Plastic tablecloth. Okay, something to keep it from getting all over the place. Okay. All right. So we should have a cup and a half of cornstarch. Okay. Next, we are going to need 2 tablespoons of our baking soda. Okay. I've kind of just poured it in a bowl in order to measure it because it's always a pain to get the big tablespoon into a little hole in the baking soda container. Okay. Remember, this is the one with the TBSP. Okay. So 1, 2. Okay. Now the purpose of the baking soda is to keep our sidewalk chalk from getting too lumpy. Okay. So I'm just going to stir my baking soda in. Okay. Everybody good? We've got 1.5 cups of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of baking soda. Okay. Finally, we are going to need 1 cup of water. Okay. Now it's probably better to add this last just because it can kind of make it hard to mix. Once the cornstarch gets wet, it'll kind of settle on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to want to make sure we pour this last and stir it right away. Okay. Funnily enough, this is actually kind of similar to the process of making oobleck, if anybody's ever made that with cornstarch and water. Okay. We're going to make sure we do get all the cornstarch that settles on the bottom. Okay, mix it in with the water. Okay. All right. Everybody got it all mixed well? If you're just tuning in, we're making our sidewalk chalk paint using 1.5 cups of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and we just added in a cup of water. Okay. Now we've got the base for our sidewalk chalk paint. Okay. So I'm going to pour it into my egg carton. Okay. You're going to want to make sure that it doesn't overflow each little individual cup. Okay. Because then your paint will mix. It might even be good to like skip a hole. Once these are colored, you don't want to get them mixed up. Okay. Now we're going to add our food coloring. Okay. That's the final step in our sidewalk chalk paint. Just a drop or so in each little hole will work. So you can add less if you are making lighter colors. I'm using a straw to mix. Okay. Now it fits well into the little egg carton holes. Okay, so I made a red, make a blue, so just a drop or 2 of food coloring in each. Should give you a nice bright color. Okay. You can also combine colors. Okay. Like if I combined the yellow and the blue, what would I get? Anybody know what colors are made up from yellow and blue? Or what colors made up from yellow and blue? Green, right? I actually have some green here, so I don't need to worry about that too much. But you can play around with it, do different colors, combine colors. That's the fun thing about making your own sidewalk chalk paint. When you buy paint and chalk in the store, you're kind of stuck with the colors that they give you. But when you're making it on your own, you can do it however you like. So what I did a blue, a red, a yellow, a green, and now I'm going to try and make a purple here. What colors make up purple? Red and blue, all right? So I'm mixing that all together. Okay. All right, I'll kind of show you the paint. Looks like it is kind of dripping a little bit, but there's our sidewalk chalk paint. And so it works pretty well once you take it outside and try it. I actually did that the other day, and once it dries, you can really see it pretty well on the sidewalk. Just kind of cool. All right. So I will keep this video up on our Facebook and share it on our Instagram as well. Said the recipe is available on our Facebook event, but I will share that again as well as the link that I found it at. Thank you so much for joining in and making sidewalk chalk paint with me. Next week we are going to try making some kites, and that's going to be another Wednesday at 11 o'clock program. Also, if you have not registered for our summer reading program yet, you're going to want to do that, because you can get a free book and prizes, which will be available sometime in August at a date to be determined. So I will get that information out to you as soon as you can, but now you can keep reading. Just reading 15 minutes a day is enough to get you a free book and a prize. Thank you so much again for joining in. I always have so much fun sharing these activity ideas with you all, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.